So that seems like as good a place as any to stop doing this. I'm going to have to drive. I'm going to drive like this. I don't know if that's a good idea. But so in a matter of... Oh, I know. One thing. Sorry. I remember now. People have been asking why. I never got around to answering the question. Boy. People have been asking why I have the thing in my face. Here's I'm going to fast story it. Saturday night, sitting, playing computer, I feel a little itch in my nose and I go, oh, what's that? Blood! Blood! Huge quantities of blood falling out of my face. So I get up and run into the bathroom and I go, la la. Normally you get a nosebleed, it's not really that big a deal. This was like a blah, 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 blah. Blood! It was fairly bad. Wasn't good. I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but not a lot. It was bad. It was like really bad. It took a long time to stop. But eventually we got it stopped, and I was like, whoa, that was weird. Good thing that's over with. Sunday before the Patriots losing game, I was exercising. Thank God I was exercising here and not at the gym. I was doing like, core, whatever. And that was enough to get it bleeding again. But not badly. Like kind of slowly bleeding. And I thought maybe, well, I guess this is just residual and it's healing. And it's not that bad. Went to bed Sunday night. In the middle of the night, Sunday night, it just in the middle of the night just started again. Fairly significant starting again. Not as bad as the first one. Not as good as the second one. Somewhere in the middle. Still pretty bad when you're talking about your life fluid coming out of your face. Still not good. Got it stopped. Went back to bed. No problem. Went to... now I'm trying to remember. I don't think I went to work on Monday. Because I was up most of the night, Sunday night. I really can't remember if I've been at work at all this week. I don't recall. Sorry about that. I think I was working from home. Well, I have no idea. Monday night. In the middle of the night, it opened up hardcore. Worse than any of the other ones. There's vast quantities of blood, and we could not get it to stop at all. Had to go to the emergency room. Sitting in the emergency room with this thing in my face, like paper towels. And I'm like, oh, this will be annoying. Now, in my mind, this is the way it works. This is the way it works. You go in an emergency room, you got a bloody nose, a bloody thing, and they take like a little electric cattle prod and go, oh, look at that, bloody nose. And zap! Burn the crap out of it and close it, and that's it. It's over. It's not the way it works at all. This whole cauterizing thing, maybe it works in the movies, like when Rambo cauterized the arrow through the side thing. Maybe you could do that in movies. Apparently you can't do that at all in real life, especially not when you're using some chemical. So they got it to slow down. They got it to stop using Afrin, which is a squirty up the nose, and eventually it stopped. And I'm like, okay, hey, that's pretty good. It stopped. And I said to the doctor, okay, now that it's stopped, how do we keep it from happening again? And he's like, well, you could cauterize it. And I said, well, that sounds good. And he said, well, it's probably going to hurt. And I said, well, I don't care about how much it might hurt. Fix it. And he said, okay. And he got some kind of like when you make epoxy. You get two chemicals and put them together. You got one chemical on one stick and one chemical on another stick. And he goes up my nose and he's poking. And then he goes at the poke. And in the third poke, bloosh! All the blood came back out again. And he's like, oh, nope, that's not going to work. I'm like, why didn't you have the cattle prod? You needed to have the cattle prod, so there's no poke, waiting for chemicals to react with each other and cause heat and close the thing. Zap it! Big pain. I don't care about big pain. Just blast the friggin' thing so it burns closed. But that didn't work. So he said, well, we're going to have to pack it. And I said, oh, what? I don't want to pack it. That sounds horrible. He's like, it's just a balloon. Look, it's a balloon. And he coats it with some stuff, and he puts it in my nose to the nostril part. And then he says, and any time a doctor says this to you, run away. He puts it in, and then he says, sorry, and puts it in a lot more. So it goes way up in there, which was horrible. It's horrible because it isn't something that you're really ever supposed to feel. You know? Like he's entering into a place that you're not ever supposed to have anything in that place. So picture, if you will, a hot water bottle, right? Take a hot water bottle, cram it up your nose, and connect the other end to an air compressor, and just and fill it up so it looks like this. Look at it. Look at it. You know what I look like? Remember when Quaid had to pull the nasal thing in Total Recall? Remember that? He pulled it out and it was good. Bing, bing, bing. Total Recall. Do you know what I'm talking about? Now, I suppose he had pulled it out halfway and left it. That's what I look and feel like. And then he would have walked around talking like this. Except he would have, with the block. I've got a blocked nose. I can't really talk. I feel very uncomfortable. I wish someone would pull this all the way out of my face. Horrible. Horrible. Although I have this. Watch this I can do. I can do this. Ready? It's like a little, this is my treat. Wait a minute. No, I want to. There we go. Woo. No. Yeah. Oh boy. I can do this for hours. That is so much fun. I'm having such a good time. I'm having such a good time. So I guess that's it. They're going to go and shove something, take the air out of this in to 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. Now, if I go there and they say, oh, you know, it can't come out yet, I will be in jail. So look for me in jail. Either look for a follow-up to this where I don't have jail clothes on and I don't have this in my face or this dangling from my face anymore. Either that or whatever the other option, whatever the exact opposite of that would be. I can't remember what I said first. Sorry. So that's what's going on. Have a nice day.